Hey, what's up, guys? This is Tyler from Podcast Now. Today I'm going to be talking about how, at the end of the latest Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMind trailer that had the release date, how Yozora, at the very end, when Sora and Yozora are there, how we now know that Yozora is an alternate universe version of Riku. And you might be saying, well, how can we prove that? Well, I do have proof of that, so we're going to dive right into it. The first thing that I'm going to read to you and show you, because this really sets up the fact that there are alternate universes that they introduced in Kingdom Hearts 3, right in the secret reports. So when we look at Secret Report 11, it's written by Luciu. This is the most important line for this topic. So here we go. So it says, the virus has begun a strange undertaking, a reckless plot to allow the Five to escape into another world line. Surely such a thing can't be possible. We're talking about the same trick that allowed the Dandelions to transfer to other world lines after the Keyblade War. So there we go, right there, into another world line. So there we go. So right in the Kingdom Hearts lore, they introduced world lines. World lines are the basically the Kingdom Hearts version of an alternate universe. And so why would they be having an alternate universe? Well, I didn't really get to talk to you guys too much about it. I mean, we had a video not that long ago, and we basically said that Sora caused a paradox. I'm not going to get into that detail or those details in this video, but that's basically what happened. Is Sora created a paradox. Now, what we know, more details from this latest trailer, right from the Chirithy, is they say, or it says, that without your powers, you can't return to the world you came from. You can't return to the world you came from. Now, why is that important? Because he can return to a different world, one that is not his. And don't forget, so like in Kingdom Hearts, they don't really talk about it as like a universe. They just kind of talk about, like although there's many worlds, they're all like the world. It's kind of confusing. But basically what it means is, because you created a paradox, which Xehanort basically says, like, you're going to have to, because you did something, you're going to also have to pay the consequence, which young Xehanort was warning Sora about multiple times throughout Kingdom Hearts 3. Now we know what it is. That's why Sora vanished, because he caused a paradox. He cannot exist in his world anymore. That's why we're seeing, and I predicted this, I was 100% right. I predicted this months ago. This is why we're seeing all 7 of the Guardians, without Sora this time, but that's why we're seeing all of them have to fight the organization and obviously the 13 Darkness without Sora. That's why the scenarios are different. That's why now, for example, Lee is fighting with Xion and Roxas. That could not have happened before with Sora there, because Sora is what broke Xion out of her kind of almost like mind control. Sora is how Roxas got there. He used Sora's heart to find his way. Sora's not there, so the scenario is different. Remember, Axel / Lee, he was hit, kind of almost knocked out by Xemnas. That doesn't happen now. Why? Because Sora created a paradox. Everything is different. That's why you're seeing all of these battles be fought through, by different characters. That's why we have all these different characters that we can play as now. That's why we can play as Roxas, Lee, Xion, all of them, Ven, because Sora's not there this time, because he's stuck in a paradox. He cannot exist. So how does that tie into Yozora is an alternate version of Riku? Here's how. Did you catch what they said at the very end? And we're going to play it for you, but did you catch what they said at the very end of the trailer?
I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real?
I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real?
I've been having these weird thoughts lately. like, is any of this even real? That is the first line ever said in any Kingdom Hearts game. When was it said? It was said by Sora in Kingdom Hearts 1. Why is that important? Because now Yozora, along with Sora, but Yozora is saying it as well. He's saying the exact same line that we heard at the very beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1. How is that important? Because they just set up Kingdom Hearts 4. We already know the Xehanort Saga is over. The new Kingdom Hearts, obviously Kingdom Hearts 4, starts a brand new everything, right? So it makes sense to have Yozora and Sora both saying the exact same line. And what is that line? It is the line from the first game, right in the beginning, because it starts a brand new Kingdom Hearts. It all lines up. Now, again, how do we know that that's an alternate version of Riku? Because we already all know that looks exactly like Riku. On top of the fact, when you look at the secret ending, Sora wakes up, right? And then Riku's there, and they're both in the same location. And who else is there? Yozora. Yozora's in this place, Riku's in this place, Sora's in this place. What likely happens is, just like we heard from the Chirithy, without your powers, you can't return to the world you came from, but Sora seems to find Yozora in this place. Maybe he follows Yozora's heart because he's connected to Riku, because he is an alternate version of Riku. Sora is connected to Riku. What did Sora say in this trailer? Follow the hearts, trace the hearts. Well, that's exactly what Sora's doing.
Hearts are all connected. Trace the connection.
He can't trace the heart of Riku in this world because he can no longer return to this world. But he can return to a different world line, a different an alternate timeline. Yozora is the alternate version of Riku, therefore Sora is connected to Yozora. He follows, he tracks or traces that heart, brings him into the secret ending. Riku, as we know in this trailer, is going around everywhere. We see the Final Fantasy characters, thank God. He's talking to Aqua. They're setting up the next adventure where they had to redo the entire Keyblade graveyard. We see all of the Guardians, and I predicted this. We see every single Guardian fighting Master Xehanort. But they set up the fact that Riku is trying to find Sora. We already know that Riku had to go back in to wake up Sora in Dream Drop Distance. It totally makes sense that Riku is going to have to somehow, maybe Aqua knows how, or maybe multiple Keyblade wielders can do it, just like they said in the answer report that the Dandelions did it after the Keyblade War. Well, guess what? After the Keyblade War that they had to redo because of the paradox, I guarantee you, just like the Dandelions after the Keyblade War, we're going to have the 7 Guardians do the same thing, go to another world line, and that's how we're going to see Riku end up where Sora is in a different world line, because Riku is likely able to either find Sora's heart or find the alternate version of himself, which is Yozora, knowing that Sora will try to find Riku. Which, again, leads them to the same place, which allows that secret ending to take place. So, yes, I believe this is proof. It all lines up. Chirithy says, you can't, without your powers, you can't return to your world. We know from the Ansem report, or the secret report 11, that the Dandelions and the 5, that the group with the different masks from back cover, they all are able to access these world lines. That's why they shimmer, because they're coming through to this universe from a different universe. So we know that there are world lines, which are alternate timelines. We now know that Sora will interact with Yozora because it's in the ReMind trailer. We know that Sora is able to trace hearts to follow them into somewhere else. It all lines up. The quote that Yozora and Sora both say is from Kingdom Hearts 1. Why would they do that? Because it's the beginning of a new Kingdom Hearts, just like it was the beginning of Kingdom Hearts. This is amazing. I love it. Let me know what you guys think. We will be starting a new Kingdom Hearts community series in January. So if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, you're not a subscriber to Podcast Now, absolutely hit that subscribe button. We will be starting our community series where we're covering Kingdom Hearts every single week starting in January. I don't know the exact date yet, but in January, leading up to and after the ReMind release, we will be talking about it weekly. So let me know what you guys think about this theory. Again, remember, we've been right. We predicted a lot of this stuff, but before Kingdom Hearts 3, we called a lot, and we were right. We were right about years ago. We were right about Terra being the Guardian. I'm very good about these things. I'm telling you right now, Yozora is an alternate version of, or an alternate universe version of Riku. So that was a great trailer. I hope you guys loved this video. Let me know in the comment sections below, and we will see you in a couple weeks.